Welcome to my channel, Learning About Airports. We are looking at airport products and services. Last time I mentioned that most major airports provide commercial outlets for products and services, many of which of these companies are internationally known brands and are located within the departure areas. These include clothing boutiques and restaurants, and, in the US, amounted to $4.2 billion in 2015. Prices charged for items sold at these outlets are generally higher than those outside the airport. However, some airports now regulate costs to keep them comparable to street prices. This term is misleading, as prices often match the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP, but are seldom discounted. Many new airports include walk-through duty-free stores that require air passengers to enter a retail store upon exiting security. Apart from major fast food chains, some airport restaurants offer regional cuisine specialties for those in transit so that they may sample local food without leaving the airport. Airports may also contain premium and VIP services. The premium and VIP services may include express check-in and dedicated check-in counters. These services are usually reserved for first and business class passengers, premium frequent flyers, and members of the airline's clubs. Premium services may sometimes be open to passengers who are members of a different airline's frequent flyer program. This can sometimes be part of a reciprocal deal, as when multiple airlines are part of the same alliance, or as a ploy to attract premium customers away from rival airlines. Sometimes these premium services will be offered to a non-premium passenger if the airline has made a mistake in handling the passenger, such as unreasonable delays or mishandling of checked baggage. Airline lounges frequently offer free or reduced-cost food, as well as alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Lounges themselves typically have seating, showers, quiet areas, televisions, computers, Wi-Fi and internet access, and power outlets that passengers may use for their electronic equipment. Some airline lounges employ baristas, bartenders, and gourmet chefs. Airlines sometimes operate multiple lounges within the one airport terminal, allowing ultra-premium customers, such as first-class customers, additional services that are not available to other premium customers. Multiple lounges may also prevent overcrowding of the lounge facilities. In addition to people, airports move cargo around the clock. Cargo airlines often have their own on-site and adjacent infrastructure to transfer parcels between ground and air. Cargo terminal facilities are areas where international airports export cargo has to be stored after customs clearance and before loading the aircraft. Similarly, import cargo that is offloaded needs to be in bond before the consignee decides to take delivery. Areas have to be kept aside for the examination of export and import cargo by the airport authorities. Designated areas or sheds may be given to airlines or freight forwarding agencies. Every cargo terminal has a landside and an airside. The landside is where the exporters and importers, through either their agents or by themselves, deliver or collect shipments, while the airside is where loads are moved to or from the aircraft. In addition, cargo terminals are divided into distinct areas: export, import, and interline or transshipment. Airports require parking lots for passengers who may leave their cars at the airport for a long period of time. Large airports will also have car rental firms, taxi ranks, bus stops, and sometimes a train station. Many large airports are located near railway trunk routes for seamless connection of multimodal transport. For instance, Frankfurt Airport, Amsterdam Airport Schiphol, London Heathrow Airport, Tokyo Haneda Airport, Tokyo Narita Airport, Hamad International Airport, London Gatwick Airport, and London Stansted Airport. It is also common to connect an airport and a city with rapid transit, light rail lines, or other non-road public transport systems. Some examples of this would include the Air Train JFK at John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York, the Link Light Rail that runs from the heart of downtown Seattle to Seattle Tacoma International Airport, and the Silver Line T at Boston's Logan International Airport by the Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, MBTA. Such a connection lowers the risk of missed flights due to traffic congestion. Large airports usually have access also through controlled access highways, freeways, or motorways, from which motor vehicles enter either the departure loop or the arrival loop. The distances passengers need to move within a large airport can be substantial. It is common for airports to provide moving walkways, buses, and rail transport systems. Some airports, like Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport and London Stansted Airport, have a transit system that connects some of the gates to a main terminal. Airports with more than one terminal have a transit system to connect the terminals, such as John F. Kennedy International Airport, Mexico City International Airport, and London Gatwick Airport. Airport operations are made possible by an organized network of trained personnel, specialized equipment, and spatial data. After thousands of ground operations staff left the industry during the COVID-19 pandemic, there have been discussions on the need for systemic improvements in three primary areas: digitizing and automating processes. Air traffic controllers on the ground help direct aircraft through a region of airspace, communicating with aircraft to coordinate their paths. Their tasks include maintaining a safe distance between aircraft, avoiding congestion, and rerouting aircraft to deal with adverse weather. Most air traffic control centers can be divided into terminal control centers, which control the small, highly used region around an airport, and area control centers, which control aircraft en route to their destinations in a larger area. Both terminal and area control centers use radio to communicate with pilots and radar to track their paths. And in terminal control centers, visual observation can also be used, as most aircraft near a terminal control center are either taking off or landing. Ground control is responsible for directing all ground traffic in designated movement areas, except the traffic on runways. This includes planes, baggage trains, snowplows, grass cutters, fuel trucks, stair trucks, airline food trucks, conveyor belt vehicles, and other vehicles. Ground control will instruct these vehicles on which taxiways to use, which runway they will use in the case of planes, where they will park, and when it is safe to cross runways. When a plane is ready to take off, it will be turned over to tower control. Conversely, after a plane has landed, it will depart the runway and be handed over from tower to ground control. In our next video, we will look at tower control.